Hello and welcome to a review of 40677 Prisoners of Azkaban minifigures, brickheads. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe. This set contains 5 brickheads and retails for £45 or $50, so pretty decent price point there, saying you do usually pay about £10, $10 per brickhead. So as you can see, we get the 5 characters, one of those Sirius Black, Hermione Granger, Harry Potter, the Stag Patronus and a Dementor, and you do get the Lego logo, Brickhead logo and the Harry Potter logo on the front as well, along with the Wizarding World one as well. Moving on to the back, you can see all the different brickheads from a different pose, kind of, or just a different way around, and you do get the Lego logo, Brickhead logo and the Harry Potter logo once again. So it looks like to get into this set, it is luckily going to be tape tabs, so let's get this open and see what's inside. So inside the set is going to be 9 bags of Lego, so a pretty decent amount there. However, I would expect 10 for 2 bags of minifigure brickhead, but you do get the instruction manual, which is not taped. It looks like it should be, but it is just stuck down. So inside here you're going to see 5 different instruction manuals, one for each brickhead, which is quite cool. Probably better if they did them all as one, but it does mean you can have 5 different people building them at once. So I'm going to get this built up and I'll catch you in a second. Okay, so they are all built up. General build was quite good. It's your typical brickhead, simple head, simple legs, and a little bit of detail. The one with 1 bag was Harry Potter, the rest were 2 bags, even though I'm not sure why Harry Potter was just 1 bag, but the others were 2. So we're going to start with left to right, start off with Hermione, and finish off with the Dementor. So starting off with Hermione, probably the most basic one out of the whole set. There's no printed pieces at all except from the eyes. However, you do get the nice use of the wedding ring there for the button. The hands are pretty simple. You do get the 1 piece and a little bit of sleeve texture there. The general stand is the basic brickhead stand, so you just got the brickhead face, and the legs are 3 studs, or three 1x2 plates high. So pretty basic minifigure. The hair is probably the most impressive bit of this for me. It's just used a lot of these like slanted bits. I'll take one off here. Just a lot of these, which is quite a good use of the piece. It doesn't really allow those rolls and curls to show through. Quite a bit on the back. It looks more like it's being permed at the moment at the back, but it's just quite a cool technique they've used there. The eyes are pretty basic, and you do have the pink brain inside as well. So moving on to Sirius Black, this is probably my favourite or second favourite in this, as it's just the way they've managed to do it is quite cool. You've got a nice printed piece on the front, so a good thing about brickheads is you hardly get stickers, which is really nice to see. You get the wand as well, so pretty much same technique as Hermione, the little clip and the wand there. The hair on this one is also amazing as well, just the way they've managed to get the texture all the way around here. It's a lot of these cheese slope pieces, which is pretty good part usage, and then just the way it just fits around the head as well. However, you can see quite a bit of the head there, unlike on the Hermione one, that's all covered up by hair, so a bit of disappointing there. However, the way they managed to get the beard, that's quite clever. It's pretty good technique. You'll see it if you build it. However, I will just show that now. So the way the beard clips on is just like this 2x2 like stud type bit, so that just clips in upside down, and then the face just goes on there. So it's pretty good technique for the beard. It's not hanging off the general face. The base plate is same as the Hermione one with the brickhead face. However, the legs are slightly shorter for the Sirius Black. They are only 2 plates tall, rather than Hermione was 3. So let's have a look at Harry Potter. So the Harry Potter one is really good. However, there's a few things I don't like about it, but that does also make it really quite good. So starting off with this, it's the wand piece, and I think this is absolutely amazing. I was really quite surprised at this. So it's like dual molded. You got the transparent bit and the brown bit. You then got the transparent blue bit, which goes on there, and it clips really nicely into the hand to make it look like he's doing the Patronus, which links really well into the Patronus one. This is all printed, which is really nice to see. Same as this here, it's just at the angle because his arm is rotated. The front is printed, and that is printed on a black tile. So they managed to get the shirt coming through quite well, which is really quite good. They also have printed on the scar piece as well. However, the issues start after that pretty much. So Harry Potter without the glasses looks quite disturbing, because the way they've connected these hoop bits is just on the face, which the glasses do look alright when they're on. However, the middle bit is just quite bulky. As you can see, that takes up a 1x2 stud area. The ears, in my opinion, are quite big on this. As you can see, they're 2x1 cheese slope, which is a lot bigger than the other ones, as there's no ears on the Hermione or Sirius Black. So it's just a little addition which I don't think it needed, and if it was, you should have added in something to show the glasses going all the way around, which they haven't, so that's slightly unfortunate there. However, the way they've managed to get the hair around is pretty good. It's not as good as the other two, but generally it's quite good. So moving on to the stand, it's a pretty much basic brick head stand. However, you do get a nice little chocolate bar there as well, which you don't usually see on most of them. So it's got some really good aspects the Harry Potter one does, but also some major flaws. Moving on to the Patronus, this is probably the coolest looking one in my opinion. The use of these transparent glitterish sparkly bits, it really does add to it. Without this, it would just look nowhere near as good. If they used a similar transparent there, it would look nowhere near as good. I think it's the same plastic they use for the actual Patronus pieces, which is a really good little detail. It's built in 2 bits, so you've got the head and the bottom, which is pretty bog standard for most brick heads. The bottom is a basic build overall, as it's just a lot of bricks, not really too much detail there. However, the detail comes at the head. The antlers are incredible. I'm not actually sure why they're different lengths. I think I've just attached one wrong. I think it goes like that. Yeah, there you go. So I just had them the wrong length, but it's really quite cool how they've done it. They do just clip in, and it's just a pretty recurring pattern, which is really quite cool to see. The back is really nice and smooth with these slope pieces, and that follows all the way around the sides as well. And then it does clip quite nicely on the front, and you do get a pretty good little tail as well with these little cornerish pieces, and they also have the same on the nose. And I'm also pretty sure that the eyes glow in the dark, but I'm not 100% sure, as it does just look like that sort of piece. So let's move on to the final one, which is the Dementor. So moving on to the Dementor, this was actually the first one I built, as I just picked a random instruction manual up, it's a pretty good starter build. It's the cloak that is quite good, but I'll get onto the more of that shortly. So starting off with the chest, it's pretty good. They've used like the black transparent pieces, which alternates, which does give that really good Dementor look. If you compare it to the minifigure version, it's pretty much accurate to that. However, moving up, you can see the face. They've used this light colour blue, which is very similar to the Patronus, which shows the soul-sucking element of the Dementor, which is a pretty good use. However, the eyes, I don't think the face is captured as well as it probably could have been for a brickhead. However, they do have to stick with a specific scale, which has obviously let it down slightly there. The arms are pretty good. They've just used the Wolverine claws. However, it does kind of make it look like a T-Rex from an angle, which is not what you want on display. So it might look slightly better without them, but that is obviously your personal choice. The cloak is, however, where this gets its major bonus points. It's used some really good pieces. It does get that flowing feel, and it's just levitating, which is really quite good to see. And the way it follows and curves over is really nice to see as well. So like I said, it is just floating on a 2x4 brick, which also means the base plate is slightly different. As you can see there, it's just got the general smooth corner tiles on a 2x1 bricks, and that just clips in like so, and then that just goes on the bottom. Therefore, that is all 5 brickheads complete. So in my opinion, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Harry Potter, it just has too many flaws to me. However, overall, they are a great little collection to have, and you can either have them just displayed as one or just scattered around your room. So a really good display piece there, especially it's only £45, which does make it cheaper than the average brickhead. So that's going to be it for this video. I did just hit the camera, I do apologise. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.